You check the group chat for the sixth time. You reread the text before sending it twice. You already know how the conversation will go before you've had it. So why does letting go feel more dangerous than holding on? Here's the thing nobody tells you about control. It's not about the outcome. It's about the unbearable feeling of not knowing. You don't grip your calendar because you love planning. You grip it because an empty square feels like danger. Somewhere in your life, control became the price of feeling safe. And once that trade gets made, it's hard to unmake. This video is about why that grip formed, what it's actually costing you right now, and the one thing you're still holding on to that let go of you a long time ago. I'll show you exactly what that is. But first, you need to understand where the grip started, because it didn't start with you. Think about the last time you tried to relax on a day off and couldn't. Your brain kept scanning for the next thing to manage. That's not laziness. That's a system stuck in the on position. So where did this system come from? Nobody wakes up one day and decides to control everything. It's built piece by piece, usually early. Maybe you grew up in a house where you never knew which parent was coming home, the calm one or the one who'd slam doors. So you learned to read the air the second you walked in. You checked tone of voice, checked footsteps, checked the mood before anyone said a word. That wasn't a personality trait. That was a strategy. A very good one. Actually, it kept you safe. But a strategy built for one house doesn't know when to retire. It just moves with you into your relationships, where you need to know exactly where someone stands so their silence doesn't blindside you. Into your job, where you triple check work that was already fine because good enough feels like a trap. Into your friendships, where you replay a text sent an hour ago, scanning it for anything that could be misread. None of this is weakness. Your body built a smoke detector, and it's still going off in a kitchen that isn't on fire. The problem isn't that you're broken. The problem is that the alarm doesn't know the danger is over. It just knows how to ring. Look at your own habits for proof. The over-explaining before someone can get mad. The refreshing of an app for news that hasn't changed in 10 minutes. So what does this actually cost you? Start with your body. Gripping isn't free. It runs on adrenaline. The emergency fuel your body saves for real threats. And that fuel was never meant to run all day, every day for years. That's why you're tired and away sleep doesn't fix. You're not tired from doing too much. You're tired from bracing for too long. Now look at your relationships. You call it being thorough, but your partner calls it being interrogated about where they were for 20 minutes. You call it helping, but your kid calls it never being trusted to do it alone. You call it keeping the peace, but the people around you call it walking on eggshells around your mood if things don't go the way you planned. Here's the part that stings. The tighter you grip, the less control you actually have. You check your partner's location one more time, and instead of feeling reassured, you feel worse because now you need to check again in 20 minutes. That's not control. That's a habit that only feeds itself. The certainty you're chasing doesn't exist, so no amount of checking, planning, or managing will ever deliver it. You'll just keep paying the toll and never arrive. Meanwhile, the people you're gripping, partners, kids, friends, coworkers, start pulling away, not because they don't love you, but because nobody can breathe with a hand around their throat, even a well-meaning one. So if control isn't actually protecting you, what is it doing? It's managing your anxiety, not the actual situation. And those are two very different jobs. Think about the last time you refreshed your inbox for a reply that hadn't come yet. Refreshing doesn't make the email arrive faster. It just gives your nervous system something to do with the discomfort of waiting. Same with replaying a conversation after it's over, rewriting what you should have said, imagining how they took it. None of that changes what already happened. It just keeps you in the scene a little longer, trying to edit a moment that's already closed. Here's the split you need to actually understand. There's what's yours, your effort, your honesty, how you show up, what you do next. And there's what only feels like yours, how someone responds, whether they change when things happen, what they decide about you when you're not in the room. You were never in charge of that second category. You just convinced yourself that enough vigilance could put you back in charge of it. It can't. No amount of checking a phone changes what's already been decided on the other end of it. No amount of planning removes the part of life that simply hasn't happened yet. This isn't about giving up. You still act, you still try, you still show up fully. but you stop mistaking your effort for a lever on someone else's choices. Those are two different rooms, and you only ever had a key to one of them. So why does letting go still feel like danger, even once you know all that? Because your body isn't running on logic. It's running on memory. Somewhere, letting go actually did go wrong once. A relationship that ended when you stopped chasing it. A plan that fell apart the one time you didn't triple check it. Your nervous system filed that away as proof, and it's been protecting you from a repeat ever since, even in situations that have nothing to do with the original one. That's not weakness. That's an old alarm doing its outdated job. Now here's the thing you're actually still gripping. It's not a person, or a text, or an outcome. It's a picture of how someone should have treated you, how your life was supposed to look by now, how a moment should have gone instead of how it went. That picture already let go of you. It changed, or ended, or never existed the way you remember it. You're not protecting a relationship or a plan anymore. You're guarding a frame with nothing left inside it. Letting go isn't losing control. It's finally noticing your hands are empty and putting them down. So no, letting go was never actually more dangerous than holding on. It just felt that way because your body was still fighting a war that ended a while ago. If you want to know which parts of your life are actually yours to hold, and which ones you've just been white-knuckling out of habit, that's exactly what this channel breaks down every week. Subscribe, and let's take the next one apart together.